In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can grow your small business with Instagram. Hi everyone, my name is Nikki. I'm a social media manager and a photographer, and in today's video we are going to go over a specific set of things that I want you to do so you can start scaling your business with Instagram. So let's start with the very first thing. Optimization. What is optimization? When you're optimizing your page, this is going to tell your audience who you are, what you're an expert in, and what your product or service is, and why exactly it is that they should be buying from you. The first thing that I want you to ask yourself is your page easily found? Because if it is not, then it is time to optimize it. How exactly can you optimize your page? This is done with your Instagram bio and with your name as well. The most important thing that people search on Instagram is your name. So right now, if your name is your brand's business, for example, if my name right now were just Nikki Oliva, a lot of people probably aren't going to be searching for me until I am more experienced in my industry. But for right now, what I am doing so people can find me is I have on my name, social media manager, and then Nikki. This way, when people look up social media manager, I am one of the first people that pop up on Instagram. So I want you to go ahead and figure out what it is that your service or your product is, and I want you to make that your name on Instagram. Alright, so now that you have your name, what I want you to do next is go to your Instagram bio. This bio is basically a little about you section. It's going to give your audience a bit more intel of what exactly it is that you do. So now that you have your name figured out, you're going to go ahead and include in your bio who you are, what it is that you do, your company address, phone number, whatever information you have that they can contact you with, and a call to action. So I'm gonna go ahead and provide you with the example of my small business. It is called Noliva Visuals. It's a small digital marketing agency that specializes in social media marketing and in photography. So on my Instagram, the first thing that pops up in my bio is social media management and photography. Why? Because this is exactly what I'm specialized in. So now my audience already has an idea of the services that I provide. Now the following thing that I have included in my bio is how I help them. So what I have on my bio written at the moment is I help businesses by creating authentic content. And by that, I mean that I want to help businesses specifically create content that converts, that turns their followers into their ideal clients and their ideal customers. So that right now is my specialty, so that's what I have written in my bio. The next thing that I want you to do is put a call to action. A call to action is something that you are telling your audience to do. For example, if you want them to download a free PDF, or if you want them to check out a free sample that you might have that you can send them, you put click the link down below to get a free PDF workbook. In my case, I have fill in the contact form to get started. And then I have a little arrow pointing down at the link provided that takes them directly to a contact form where they could fill out a project that they want to work on. Now, once you have figured out what you want to write in your Instagram bio, it's very important that you include a way for people to get in contact with you. Instagram allows you to put your phone number, to put your email, to put a website, and a few other things for your audience to be able to contact you in case they want any information. Now, if you do not have a website, if you do not have a method of contact yet, make sure that you put for your audience to DM you as the call to action. Now that you have optimized your Instagram profile, it's going to make it so much easier for your ideal client to find you in specific, because now your page is searchable, which is the most important thing. Just like how right now you searched on YouTube how to grow my business on Instagram in 2022, people are going to be searching for your business on Instagram, and they're going to be able to find you. Alright, so the second thing that we're going to focus on today is what type of content you should be creating. On Instagram, there are so many different content pieces that you could be creating right now. You could create normal Instagram posts, you can create carousels, you can create reels, and you can still create normal videos. And I'm pretty sure eventually this is going to expand into even more things as social media continues to grow. Now, to truly grow your business on Instagram, you need to not only stay on top of trends, but you need to start using video format. So if you're someone that has only been doing regular photographs or carousels, it might be time to start making the change to Instagram Reels or to videos, because right now that is what's truly growing Instagram pages. The CEO of Instagram has been announcing throughout the year, even last year, that they are starting to focus solely on video format. So if you're not doing video, it's really time to make the change, to get out of your comfort zone, and to just get up and start recording some fun and engaging content for your audience. I know that making video can be extremely scary, especially if you're not used to making videos, but here are two apps that I highly recommend for new video editing users to use. The first one being CapCut and the second one being Canva. If you guys want a video of me showing you how to use those two platforms, please make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Alright, the third thing that I want you to do is to create content with a purpose. You need to know what it is that you want your audience to do when they watch or see your content. Do you want them to like? Do you want them to comment? Or do you want them to take it a step further and go to the link in your bio? Depending on how impactful and how valuable the content that you're providing is, will determine what action that audience member is going to take. And in order to get them to take those actions to end up buying from you, you need to provide them with value. You need to make sure that your audience is gaining something from your content. For your content to truly succeed, you need to remember that a lot of people that are going to search for your business are doing it for a reason, whether it's to purchase a specific product, to use a specific service, and at the end of the day, they're probably going to scroll through your feed a little bit to gain some sort of value and to convince them to buy your product or to go and get a service done with you. With social media, you really need to play the long-term game, and that you need to create content not just to go viral and to get a ton of views, because at the end of the day, 1 million views with no sales is basically not doing anything for you, as opposed to 1,000 views that turned into 900 sales. You see the difference? So do not create content with the intention of going viral, because that, my friend, is not the long-term solution. You also want to make sure that the content that you are making is shareable. The main metrics that you should be looking out for your page to truly grow is saves and shares. Instagram and any other social media platform wants their users to stay on the app for as long as possible. So if they're saving your content, it means that they are eventually going to come back into the app to look at it because they found it valuable in some way. And if they share it, it means that they liked it enough to share it with their followers, which is going to get a lot more eyeballs onto your content. So it's very important for you to create content that is savable and shareable for your audience. If you have no idea what content to record, here are 3 content ideas that you can do starting today or tomorrow. You know, it really depends on when you watch this video. The 4th thing that I want you to do is to stay consistent. I know hearing stay consistent all the time is so annoying, but the sad reality is that viewers are on Instagram all the time. That is a lot of people. And if you want that many people, which is a lot, to eventually find you, you need to make sure you are staying consistent on Instagram. And I know how hard it could be. It's even very difficult for myself to stay super consistent on that platform. So what I do is I come up with a schedule for myself, and right now I'm trying to post anywhere from 3 to 5 times a week on each of my Instagram platforms. I have my personal one and I have my business account, and that already is a lot within itself. So if you're someone that is fully starting out and you know that you do not have time to be posting every single day in your feed on Instagram, then pick one day of the month or the week to sit down and create as much content as possible for the month. But before you do that, make sure that you write down all of the ideas you have, so you don't just start your content creation day with a blank mind. Besides staying consistent in your feed, it's very important to stay consistent on Instagram stories. Now with Instagram stories, you can be way more laid back. With Instagram stories, I recommend you post anywhere from 5 to 10 Instagram stories a day, and this way it will keep your users active. I also recommend that you don't post them all in one sitting, because then Instagram is just going to show your profile once and that's it. I recommend posting 1 to 2 stories every 3 to 4 hours. This way your story is going to continuously be pushed all the way to the front of Instagram, and that way users are going to continually be clicking on your story. Now if you don't know what to post on your story, you know, what I often post is a time lapse of me just sitting down and working on my computer, or I'll post how my day's going. I'll ask people to give me their feedback and things of that nature. You need to make sure that you use the stickers on Instagram stories as well, because those are going to help build engagement with your audience. If you don't know how to use Instagram stories and you want a more in-detail video about that, please let me know, because I would be more than happy to help you learn how to use Instagram stories. Alright, the 5th thing that I want you to do on Instagram is to actively engage with your audience. For you to gain a following, you need to make sure that you are commenting on your followers' posts. You need to make sure that you're replying to their comments. You need to go out there and be active on the platform as well, because if not, your audience is going to see that you're not truly connecting to them. You can also go ahead and connect with other people in your industry. I, for example, love to connect with other photographers and with other social media managers, and it's great because you're building that bond with them, and you never know what opportunities can come out of engaging with your community. The 6th thing that I want you to focus on is hashtags. Hashtags are so important. But now, I don't want you to just put a bunch of random hashtags. I also don't want you to put 30 hashtags. The CEO of Instagram is recommending that you use 3 to 5 hashtags. I personally believe this car. I personally believe that you should be using anywhere from 8 to 12 hashtags to broaden it up a little bit. But you need to make sure that the hashtags that you are using are not random, they do not have millions and millions of posts, and that they are relevant to your content and to the specific type of content that you created. You also don't want to use the same hashtags on all of your posts. What I want you to do to find the right hashtags for you is to go on Instagram to the search tool, and I want you to look up hashtags relating to your industry, to your service, or to your product, and look for hashtags that are in the middle range. I don't want you to use high hashtags, like hashtags that have millions of views, but I also don't want you to use hashtags that have only thousands of views. You should be looking for hashtags that have anywhere from 100,000 to 500,000 posts per hashtag. Once you find the right amount of hashtags that you like and that you want to use, make sure you copy and paste them on a document that's easy for you to find, so you know which hashtags to use the next time you create a video. Now, the 7th thing that is also extremely important is the caption. I hear a lot of social media gurus say that the longer the caption, the better, but I personally do not agree with that. Your audience's attention span is anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds. So if they see a super long caption, they're probably not even going to bother reading it, and they might completely scroll past your content. I would keep your Instagram caption not super short but not super long. I would try to find a good median between both options. In the caption, you should include things that are related to the post. For example, I made a post today. Today's International Women's Day, the day I'm recording this. And today specifically, I made a post about International Women's Day. And the caption is only literally about 3 to 4 sentences, and it just mentions something about International Women's Day and an inspiring little section right under that, because I want people to feel inspired on this very special day for women. Another thing that I want you to include in your caption, which I mentioned earlier, is a call to action. Just like how you have one in your bio, you should have one for every single Instagram post that you create. What do you want people to do after they watch your post? Do you want them to comment on it? Do you want them to share it? Do you want them to go to your profile to then click the link in your bio? What is it that you want your audience to do when they see your video? I really really hope that this video has helped you in some way, shape, or form today. And if you get results with the content that I provided to you, then please make sure to let me know in the comments down below, or you can send me a DM on Instagram. I would love to see how this video has helped you. And if you have any other video ideas for me to do relating to social media or photography, please let me know as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye!